up, my Spiracy people? My name is AZ if you're new here, and usually I talk about T community drama, but today I want to talk about DMX, how he's impacted my life and so many others, and the love, the hate, the good, the bad. Let's get into it. If you are old like me and you were around for 1998 hip-hop and, you know, early 2000s, you know the impact this man had on hip-hop. First, I want to talk a little bit about why I love DMX and why his death has impacted me more than any other celebrity death has thus far, just to put a little bit in perspective for you. So I started thinking about why I was, ever since last Friday when he had his heart attack, I had constantly been checking updates, like typing his name in, seeing if he was okay, seeing what the next thing was going to be, if he was going to live, if he was going to die, what his family was going to do. I found myself checking it an awful lot, right? And I'm like, why am I so enamored with this man's health right now, you know? And I came to the conclusion that because he spoke so much about his pain and his darkness, he helped me and so many others get through their pain and their darkness. And that's why I feel a certain kind of connection to him, because he did help me sort out my own issues. Not only did he have an otherworldly voice, when I say otherworldly, it's the only word that I can conjure up that even begins to describe his sound. It's unique, right? His cadence, the way in which he uses his words, the way in which he just, you know, puts his lyrics on. It's just, it's one of a kind. There has been nobody since, there will be nobody else that can duplicate that. You can have the greatest voice in the world, right? But if you are talking a lot and not saying nothing, nobody's going to pay attention to you. But when this man spoke, you stopped what you were doing and you paid attention. You knew his lyrics. If you were around in 98 hip-hop, you know his lyrics. They're inescapable. Some people listen to songs and you're like, oh, this is a nice beat, whatever, yeah, I can dance to this, whatever it may be, but when you have an artist that you actually listen to and you're like, ooh, I just got chills, that was deep. Like, yo, he made people do that. He really did. There are plenty of rappers out there who can talk a whole lot and not say nothing, but when this man spoke, it was ground shaking. He had songs about, you know, living that cruddy life, like the street life, violence, women, drugs, and then he had conversations with God and he had beautiful prayers, right? It was so multifaceted. Now, as you can imagine, that led a lot of people to be like, he makes no sense. He talks about drugs and street life and criminal activity. Is DMX a paradox? Absolutely. Are most of us? Absolutely. If you want to say the sky is always blue, well, I got news for you. That's not true. I didn't even mean to rhyme that, but I did. But anyways, one thing you can say about him is he was never fake. He never played a character. He never pretended to be perfect. He let us know. By the way, I'm probably going to use some foul language, especially at the end of this video, because I get angry, but right now I probably might. But he let you know, hey, you know what? I'm a fucked up individual, and here is what I go through. Here are my struggles. He genuinely was a tortured genius. I feel like the most beautiful people, especially when it comes to being an artist in any capacity, the most beautiful artists are usually tortured geniuses. I mean, that's up for debate, but that's just my belief. Slipping and Falling, I Can't Get Up is one of the greatest songs that depicts somebody trying to do the next best thing, right? And I think that no matter what walk of life you're from, you can relate to that. Having any musician, lyricist, whatever it may be, depict your feelings into words and articulate them in a way that you wouldn't be able to do is something that can give you goosebumps. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand that having somebody be able to convey a feeling in a way that you've been unable to do can be a great healing process, because it makes you feel like you're not alone and it helps you articulate those exact feelings. And I think he did that for a lot of people. And I think he knows he did that for a lot of people. And his prayers and his talking to God, I mean, it'll move you. I don't care who you are. If you haven't even given it a chance, then, you know, maybe you should, because I think anybody can relate to it. Even if you don't believe in God, you can take it as talking to yourself. Do you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to see here, so what I was getting at is, during this past week, I kept checking on his status to see what was going to happen next. While doing so, I came across a very disturbing live stream. I saw his picture on a thumbnail on YouTube, and it said the person was about to go live, and I figured it might be an update. And then I looked at the title of the video, and it was Pull the Plug. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me right now, right? Like, why would anybody be having a pull a plug live stream, right? But hey, you know what? YouTube is a screwed up place sometimes, and it really happened. And you know your girl had to call in and say something. Now, before I play this for you, keep in mind, this was a couple days before he actually passed away. And these people, and I could not believe how many of them really were, and they were, you know, black females mostly on this panel, which was even more shocking to me, right? And I was just left in awe. So here, I'm gonna play it for you guys, and I want to know what you think. So here we go.
Let me explain. I don't think there is any argument to be made that DMX is not a piece of shit. I was gonna say POS, but that wouldn't have hit hard enough. Okay? Me and my husband affectionately calls DMX Drug Maniac X because it fits a little bit better. This man has 500 children. Yes, I exaggerated, but the 5 is true. He has 15 children, which by math means that he's going to leave at least 15 people here on Earth that are fucked up and have daddy issues at bare minimum. The fuck you mean pray for DMX? Pray for 15 children and I don't know how many baby mamas plus an ex-wife and a fiance, and I'm gonna drag her too. Before they pull the plug, during they pulling the plug. All of y'all already know that I'm a nurse. That's what's happening right now. I don't think that if Joe Biden died, who just gave them $1,400 by the way, that they will hold a vigil for him. At least he paid your light bill, bitch. Huh? This is annoying as fuck. This is a mess. You couldn't get this many people out for, let's say, job applications.
Oh, I just want to say a few things, man. Like, this man had a rough life, dude. He had a rough life. You're all up on here hating him, asking to pull the plug. Like, you don't think that's wrong?
Yes, they're going to pull the fucking plug. Yes, I think he needs to go ahead and die. I said what I said. Are you here to take freedom?
You're a nurse, and you're wishing death on somebody?
You damn right. Yes, I want them to pull the plug right now.
Do you know anything about this man's upbringing? Do you know anything?
I don't give a fuck. Tell me about your upbringing.
Hey, you know what? You're nasty.
Girl, get your motherfucking ass right here. Anyway.
She seems nice, huh? What a lovely human being. Did you hear that? I am a nurse. She said she's a nurse. Let's just stop right there for 1 second. Let's think about how terrifying that reality is. That this woman is responsible for taking care of your mother, your father, your brother, and your sister. Okay? What makes you think she's going to get off her fat ass during her shift to go check on someone in withdrawals? That woman had so much to say. She went on and on and on, brought other people up. They dragged his name, dragged him, dragged everybody in his life, just wishing death on him, okay? And this was acceptable because he did some bad things in his life. Well, let me ask you, who's the ultimate judge of that? Is it you? I don't think so. Furthermore, I'm not giving this woman's YouTube out because I do not want anybody, for that matter, to go and even click on this lady's video to even tell her off, because she don't even deserve that, okay? Let me tell you, the comment section, trash. Her panel, trash. Yo, God does not like ugly, and if you think that anybody in your family, including yourself, is exempt from the possibility of becoming addicted to any substance, whether it be food, whether it be drugs, alcohol, whatever, you are sadly mistaken, ma'am. You are sadly mistaken, and you know what? Karma is a motherfucker. It really is. It really is. Because you can have the most picture-perfect-ass life and still pull your fat-ass back out during your shift, get your doctor to prescribe you some painkillers so you can make it to work, so you can keep your house, so you can pay your bills. And guess what? Your brain goes a little haywire, and next thing you know, you're hooked. Ask me how I know. There are nurses like yourself, there are doctors, there are lawyers, there are perfect people out in this world who have good intentions, who take a substance, especially painkillers, whatever it may be, and next thing you know, their life is in a spiral, okay? And I hope to God that your child, your grandchild, your nephew, your niece does not experience that. Furthermore, I hope that your patients don't, because if they end up on this woman's floor, chances are they will be dead, okay? You do not go into healthcare wishing death on anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who your patient is. That is not okay, all right? It's just not. It's not. It's terrifying, to say the least. This woman don't show her face on her YouTube channel. Her subscriber count is off. You can't read her social blade. I wonder why she hides. This holier-than-thou trash bag was so quick to hang up on me after she said, "Oh, let's talk about your upbringing." You know what? Because she knows I'm right. She knows she ain't supposed to be a nurse and be talking like that. That's why she hung up on me, because she knew that I was about to drag her and make her look stupid because she deserves it. The way the world is working right now, the odds of you living a perfect life with nobody you come in contact with becoming addicted to anything is slim to fucking nothing. So just remember that you were wishing death on somebody. Yeah, did DMX do some bad things in his life? Yeah. Have you? Have I? Yeah. We've all made mistakes, right? We've all made mistakes. That does not mean that we should die. Just because somebody does something bad does not mean they don't belong on earth anymore. Just because somebody has 15 kids does not mean they don't deserve to live. What planet is this? You know, this woman is so perfect, right? She's obviously never been addicted to anything, or maybe she has, who the hell knows. I think what Little Miss Perfect is forgetting here, that there is up, there is down, there is in, there is out, there is evil, there is good, and that is the way of the universe, my people. There can be no good without bad. And what is the point of people like DMX who have these horrible struggles, who try to overcome? We learn from them. We have tortured souls here to learn from, to take something, grasp, and try to grow from it, okay? The fact that this lady thinks that people don't deserve to live from mistakes that they've made, right? Especially ones that he has, you know, it blows my mind. It really does. I would love to know how many people she's touched. I would love to know how many people are going to miss her when she's gone, because I highly doubt it will be anything near to what Earl Simmons has. And, you know, that lady is addicted to being miserable, okay? And people like that need to be called out and put in their place. And I would just love for her to show her face on her YouTube channel, because guess what? She won't. She won't. She won't do it. She won't. And like I said, I'm not giving her YouTube away because she doesn't deserve it. She's straight trash. She had like 4 other women on, all talking the same nonsense. And I just want everyone to know there's people out there who have done wrong and still done a lot of right. It is possible. It is. It is. And with that being said, man, just remember, when you have somebody like DMX who struggles, who has been through the struggle, you're supposed to just learn from them, admire them, help them, whatever it may be. But listen, this is the law of the land. This is the way the world works, honey. All right? And like I said, I hope to God your kid, your mother, your sister, your brother don't end up on this woman's floor during her shift, because she ain't going to get off her fat ass to go check on Susie down the hall who's, you know, having a seizure because she don't have her benzos. You think she's going to care? Nope. Nope. She's going to be like, pull the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like, get real, man. But yeah, rest in peace, DMX. If you have not smashed that like button, that subscribe button, make sure you do so, because I am going to do a 4K art giveaway like I did for my 3.5K. So, yeah, make sure you do that before you leave. Be nice to people in the struggle. And, you know, if DMX impacted your life, or you have lyrics or a song you like from him, leave it in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys later.